Hello international business, this is my item on show and tell, and this is the Nikon D800. This is a full frame camera, and what that means is that it's a bigger sensor than your average camera and it lets in more light. So everything on this camera is made in Japan, including this lens, which is 60mm macro. Everything is made except for this Peak Design strap, which I don't have on it right now, which is a strap, and it came from a startup in San Francisco. But I believe it's made in America, or if it's not, it's probably China. I haven't checked the box because I believe they just changed their manufacturing location. But if it isn't made in Japan from Nikon, it's mostly made in Thailand for the lesser inexpensive cameras. But this is they're more professional consumer cameras, so this was definitely made in Japan because this is better quality assurance with the Japanese brand, because Nikon is a Japanese brand. And speaking of price, this camera is, without the camera lens itself, just the body itself, when it first released in March 2012, was $3,000, and the lens, if you bought brand new, would be $500. And I bought the lens because it's a macro. I do have a lot of other lenses, but I bought this lens specifically for food because I like taking food photography, or I've been getting to food photography. So I chose this because I'm a professional photographer and also a hobbyist as well. So I do take, for example, prom photos. I do some wedding events from time to time, but most of the time I've been just using it as a hobbyist, taking photos of landscapes, the Golden Gate Bridge, for example, because I'm living in the Bay Area. But most of the time I just use it as a hobbyist aspect. And I do often use it from time to time now. I do use it as time to time, as in like maybe a few times a week, or maybe it's sitting next to my desk, I'll pick it up and have fun with it. But actually taking it out, I don't do it as much anymore because I'm currently going to school. But during times where I have chances to shoot landscape, or I will be going to a really nice restaurant, I will bring my Nikon D800 because I really want that. And it was a really nice moment to keep, so I have this camera. It's a 36.3 megapixel camera, so at the time when it released in 2012, it was really a big thing. And so looking at the industry, the photography industry is actually really big, and it includes not only just the cameras itself, but the lenses, the software like Lightroom, Photoshop, things like that. Estimated around, or this year, it's $82.6 billion industry, and it's growing from being tracked since 2010 for 6% growth annually, approximately around 5.6, but around to 6%. And for Nikon sales, it's themselves, they make $8 billion in revenue every single year, and that's actually been going down due to the higher use of camera, like smartphones and smaller cameras, because these cameras are really big, so most people have been going to their smartphones instead. So how's it used in different countries? I would say it really depends on where they live, because I live in a very scenic area, such as the Bay Area, so I do take more landscape type of photography, compared to, let's say, if you lived in a really a lot of photographers would take this camera down to the Arctics, and you use that for photos there in the Arctics, either to take pictures of animals, wildlife, things like that. Or the military would use this camera as well to take pictures of subjects far away, because it's a very durable camera, since it is made of magnesium alloy, and it's a really heavy camera as well. And life without it, it'll be a word less resolution because it's a really high resolution camera. I do love the camera a lot, and it's a beautiful camera. I thought about selling it because I'm using it as much as I used to, but thought about it and I still kept it. So I still do love the camera a lot. I use it ever so often, because I now have this camera which I'm filming on right now, which is a Sony RX100 Mark III. So it's a little pocket camera I keep on me everywhere, but for like my hardcore go-to, or if I'm shooting an event, hands down, I would have the Nikon D800. Yes, and so that is my my item, Nikon D800. Thanks.